Hey guys, it's Dr. Steve, and so you had to forgive me. I haven't had my hair done in a while. I look kind of a mess. I don't have all the privileges like Lori Lightfoot, who preaches to everybody about staying quarantined and, you know, don't get around people or you might get the COVID. So, obviously she doesn't listen to anything she's saying. She doesn't have much credibility in my book, but I didn't want to get political on this. Unfortunately, politics has made its way into our health care. And so what I actually want to go over today is what a cytokine storm is and what you can do to prevent it. And so let's get into that. But, first, let me do a little background and explaining. And I didn't want to get into the politics, but we're going to, so just bear with me here. I'm a straight shooter, and your emotional response to the issue doesn't matter. I don't care how you feel inside about the issue. It's the facts. So you're going to pay attention to the facts, and you can cross-reference anything that I'm saying because I'm an honest person. I'm not going to beat around the bush. And you can think I'm crazy if you want, but at the end of the video, I'm going to explain why you shouldn't listen to the authorities that are telling you things. Okay, and you need to be a critical thinker and think for yourself. As a disclaimer, I'm not a medical doctor. I'm actually a naturopath. And I don't deal with immediate emergency care situations. I'm preventative and restoring, and I deal with integrative therapy. Allopaths deal with systems, not the whole person. They're basically atomicized. And when I say they're atomicized, it's basically they're automatic, and they're taught to, if you have this problem or this symptom, you do this action. Okay? And it's done that way deliberately for profit. The doctors have their hands tied to perform certain treatments for these conditions to maximize profit. That's just the way the system's set up. It's not in your best interest. The Hippocratic Oath is crap. They can't follow it, or they lose their license. Even a person who wants to help and do what's right is taught wrong, and if he even understands what to do right, he can't do it because his hands are tied, or he'll lose his license, or whatever the case. So it's a bad system that we have in place. But anyway, what the cytokine storm actually is it's an autoimmune type response. And so if you have 8 cylinders firing and you have a compromised immune system, and the only people who have compromised immune systems are going to have the cytokine storm, they get this one cylinder that starts to overreact. And so the macrophages aren't doing their job, the T cells aren't doing their job, and so you end up with TNF alpha and IL-1 beta and different cytokines overreacting, and then that causes inflammation of the alveoli, and that alveoli of the lungs, which should be circulating oxygen, becomes filled with, or taking up blood and distributing oxygen, gets filled up with fluid and pressure, and it makes it very hard to breathe. Well, why would you want to be on a ventilator and add pressure to that? If you understand physics and Boyle's law, that makes no sense, because you know what that's going to do? It's going to create more pressure in the lungs. It's going to create more of an immune reaction. It's going to cause iron groups to go off. And you know what that does? It creates hydroxyl radicals. And then people die. So 95% of people that go on the ventilators die. But you know what? I know what's happening? Not because they're trying to help you. It's happening because when a patient goes in for COVID-19, the hospital gets reimbursed $13,000. If they go on a ventilator, it's $39,000. It's a profit business. They don't care about your health. You know who cares about your health? You. Be preventative. Boost your immune system. Don't end up in that position. Do your best. Look, I don't want to see anybody get hurt by this. I want you to do what's best for you. But there's a system that's in place that's just bad. And the thing that you can do for yourself to prevent all this and hopefully not end up with a cytokine storm is to take vitamin D, because it's very beneficial for respiratory function. If you do get sick, take vitamin C in high dosages. It's oxidative, eats through the lipid layer viruses. Look into something called major autohemotherapy, using ozone. Dr. Robert Rowan is awesome. He's had patients that have come in with COVID, and within 4 hours their symptoms are gone because ozone is oxidative and kills viruses, but he can't get it pushed through because of all the hoops that he has to jump through. It's just unfortunate, and he's trying, he's fighting, and there's a lot of other people around the world that have been utilizing ozone and trying to push governments to recognize what we actually have here and fight back against corporations. But it's an uphill battle. There's a lot of things in place for profit, and a lot of politicians have taken handouts and payoffs, and so it's an uphill battle. Like I said, the Hippocratic Oath and do what's best for the patient has been thrown out the window. Um, and so here's the thing: you can either listen to me on this, because I really actually have people's best interest in mind. Yes, you should be able to make money in healthcare, but not at the expense of the patients. But look, you can trust me, okay? Or you can go trust Bill Gates, and who has no authority, no degrees, stole his ideas. He didn't create MS-DOS. He can't even keep a virus off your freaking computer or create a system that can do that. Hell, I would trust John McAfee on a binge of hookers and cocaine before I trusted Bill Gates. And everyone wants to see him as an authority? I just don't understand where they're coming from that. They've all been fooled. Bill Gates is just a fake humanitarian that does experiments on dark people to push an agenda, is who he is. And he hires PR people to make it look like he's the hero. It's not the case. All right. So if you can't handle that, I'm sorry. It's the truth. It just is. Anyway, please boost your own immune health. Don't end up in that position. And, make sure you follow me. I'm on YouTube under Dr. Steve Spencer. Go to protouchrehab.com and go to Instagram, Chicago_Gym Doctor. All right, guys, stay healthy out there. Take care. Bye.